Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Destructive News Network news, no matter how destructive. And in this story, we did the viral video. We posted the video. You guys interacted with it. Thank you so much. And if you haven't, get on the page, hit that subscribe button, check out the video, jump in the comment section, and add to discussion on the Belfries fight or brawl or beat down. It was like a game in Street Fighter when you get to the interlude and you got to beat the car up for bonus points. They were beating the crap out of this restaurant stand over some dipping sauces. Let's take a look at the story. Twerking.
Plus food fight. The customer chaos inside a Lower East Side restaurant. You won't believe.
Rubbing her stank butt all over the plexiglass.
What workers say sent them into a fury. Good evening. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Natalie Pascarella.
And I'm Chuck Scarborough. Workers say they are terrified to return to that Manhattan fry shop after rowdy customers attacked them over the price of sauce.
Yeah, you heard that right. The wild scene unfolding right around 4 in the morning Sunday at the Belfries on the Lower East Side. You see the customers there, 3 of them hurl the glass bottles, a stool, and other items at the employees. 2 of those employees were hurt. News Force Mark Santilla live outside the restaurant with the rest of this story. Mark.
You think they're going to get charged?
Natalie and Chuck, Belfries has been closed since the attack. The co-owner telling us he has 6 employees. They're all scared to come back to work because they're traumatized and scared for their lives.
What kind of security were they provided? They weren't provided with any safety. They weren't provided with anything. They were attacked by vicious animals at their job over nothing. Nothing. They did nothing. They said nothing. They were brutally terrorized.
Chaos inside Belfries. You're hearing the store alarm wail. Employees paralyzed by fear after they say these customers became enraged and violent when they were told there's a charge for extra dipping sauce for the French fries.
They wanted extra sauce. They didn't want to pay for it. The extra sauce is actually $1.25, $1.75.
That's a pretty standard issue. They even got shirts that says, "I know the guac is extra" for Chipotle. And we're supposed to believe that these city girls didn't know that you had to pay for extra dipping sauces.
And this started from there. The minute they told them, hey, you have to leave. Once they say you have to leave,
entitlement.
They jumped on them. 20, 30 bottles broken, thrown at my employees, computers broken.
This is a racial attack, I promise you. This person on the phone sounds Middle Eastern. The Black Lives Matter have been pushing this thing in these metros about Asian and Middle Eastern people going into the black community, opening businesses and getting rich off of them. So there is a lot of disdain, racial aggression towards Asians and Middle Easterners in these large metros like Philadelphia, New York, LA, places big, Detroit, Chicago, places like that. They even had a council person, it was a black council person that ran in Philadelphia on getting rid of Korean shop owners. They wanted to create a law that forced them to get rid of bulletproof glasses. They didn't want them to have bulletproof glass in their stores. Not because the reasons that they said, oh, it's intimidating looking. They knew that without that protection, that they would be physically beaten out of those communities. And a person actually ran on doing that. And they might have even gotten it passed. It was Philadelphia. Take a look that up and check it out for yourself.
The store disaster when I went there. Everything is a mess.
This woman throws what looks like a can at employees.
Yeah, that's
then
hard.
Others climb over the counter. They whip bottles of sauce at employees.
Mob
a stool gets
violence.
thrown. They rip down the pandemic plastic barrier bolted to the marble, but it's not over. They heave.
And people were getting arrested in New York for not wearing a mask. But these beasties, these BT-1000s, vampire chicks, they're allowed to violate all of the COVID mandates, all of the COVID laws with no charges, with no interaction from police, no interaction from law enforcement whatsoever, and probably no punishment after the fact either. Do you people not understand that there is a separation in the classes based on race? And this is another video evidence of that fact.
Metal objects and destroy computers, laughing and clapping. The restaurant is torn apart as a group watches, recording on their phones. Exclusive.
Do you think I could get away with doing this? Do you believe you watching this video would be able to do this? No police show up. Just trash a store for 5-10 minutes straight in New York City, and no police show up. No one stops you, and then you don't face any serious consequences after the fact. Do you honestly believe that you live in a reality where that would be possible for you? And you let me know in the comment section.
The new video shows employees trying to take cover during the attack. 4 days later, and employees want no part of coming back here.
Exactly. I wouldn't.
We all make a living through that store. We're talking, they have no other jobs. Seriously, they're devastated. They're afraid. They can't. And one of them still doesn't want to leave her home. They want to get hit.
This is traumatic. This is a terrorist act. These attacks are designed to cripple a person, not only physically, but emotionally. You've got a person that dealt with having metal stools thrown at them repeatedly. That person no longer wants to leave their house. The emotional, mental toll that these terrorist attacks take on a person is devastating. And people laugh and clap and pull their phones out and record it with glee on their face. It's sickening. In a justice system that we call a justice system that we pump millions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars into, that give the people involved in these systems great lives, beautiful mansions, amazing sports cars, do nothing. They just steal our money, and this is what we get.
She has a son. She fears her life.
This small business co-owner spoke to us on the phone. He did not want his face shown or give his name, but he did want his message heard. He says Belle Fries here on Ludlow Street, opened right before the pandemic, endured and served the community throughout COVID. They were just getting back on their feet when this happened. He rushed to help to find his store wrecked, then visited his injured employees in the hospital. Now he wonders what's next.
I'm thinking again, is it worth it? Is it worth to do anything in New York City anymore?
No, it is not. Take the licks, support your employees, and get the hell out of New York City.
3 women were arrested. They're all facing several charges
No,
tomorrow.
they're not.
They're set to stand before a judge. We're live on the Lower East Side.
They're probably home right now. If they're not home right now, they'll be home on Monday. They might if they're lucky, they might have they're spending the weekend in jail right now. They're going to be home. They're going to be home. That's how it works. They're going to be like, oh, they're mothers. They've got kids. Who's going to watch the babies? Because that's a Airbnb. Hair weave, bitches and babies. That's what that community is. Let's take a look at the comment section. I hope everyone involved gets charged and arrested and banned from there. Banned from what? That business is finished. The business is over with. It's NYC, and these women are in a protected class. Nothing's gonna come of this. Exactly. It's the norm in places like NYC, in other places where diversity is our strength. Do you not recall the riots of 2020? Nope, try again. Reagan's gonna Reagan. They need to get banned from society. No, we're building society based on them. Not going to happen. Acts like these are done because it's abusively protected and encouraged by not having significant consequences to the action. If the offenders were to pay every single penny for the damages, lost wages, income, therapy sessions, and punitive damage, a permanent ban from the establishment, and a minimum 30 days in jail, then you will see a drop in these kinds of behaviors. They're not. This stuff is encouraged. I don't see why it's not mandatory. The people recording should be fined as well. Why? They provided evidence. Tasty fish sauce. These are hoodlums. 30 days equals bragging rights. Fish sauce, your idea won't work in a liberal world because it will get results. They want this type of behavior. I've been telling you. The city knows that this is happening. They want this to happen. They want this element of society to control and keep in order the working class, to keep them in fear, to keep them beaten down. It is by design. This is civic engineering. You think that if they didn't want this to happen, that they could easily just put these people in jail. They could give them easily 6 months in fines, garnished wages. They could easily do that. It would take them no effort. It would take a judge filling out a sheet of paper. That's it. And you don't even have to fill out a sheet of paper anymore. You can print it now, and then she prints it out and signs it. But they won't do that because they don't want that to happen. They want this behavior to happen. They want these businesses to be on their knees, wondering whether or not they should continue to operate. That's what the system is designed to work in New York. Solid job, ladies. You bagged a felony for $1.75. They didn't bag anything. They're not going to get charged with a felony. I live in the Bronx. They're screwed. No, they're not. They're not. Imagine getting charged for assault and destruction of property but they're not, though. This is NYC. They won't even get a fine. Why do people just don't get it? They clearly don't watch my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. They're screwed. Do you even live in NYC? No, but we know what happens there. They get 2 hours a day of twerking in lockup. This guy is talking this big game about how New York City is this tough place on crime. No one in the comment section believes that they're going to do anything. They're going to get these charges reduced to nothing. I guarantee you these women have children. You think that they're going to take these women away from those ghetto kids? You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Imagine when the food crisis really hits and no gas at the pumps and checks from the government stop coming and the banks take off with your money. Oh, it's going to be a dream come true for the city. They're going to come straight to your house, local mom, and they're going to take your stuff and no one's going to protect you. Because you voted away your gun rights and the police aren't here to protect you. Is this something Popeye's chicken level crazy? Disgusting behavior worse than animals. A lot of restaurants charges for extra sauce. If extremely healthy and well-dressed young women could be that value, what? Let alone the poor ones. When you have generations that are growing up with no respect for authority and being encouraged to express themselves without morals or fear of reprisal, then you have anarchy. And that's exactly what New York is. Wow, they never act like that on TV. Such a rich and vibrant culture. That's just how the protected and privileged class makes sure the rest of us that their lives matter more than anyone else's. Black fist to the sky. I guarantee you, they don't have any money to pay for what they destroyed either. That's why they're doing it. There's no consequences. They don't have any money to pay for any of this stuff. They're bitter. They're angry. They're mad because they have jobs. They work. They have a business. It's popular. So popular that they are there. It enrages them. It's a racial aspect to this. That's what it's about. It's New York City. Get the heck up out of there. And let's take a look. Because there's the stand. This is the community. Look at these streets. Look at graffiti everywhere. Why would anybody want to live here? Why? It just garbage just lining the street. Garbage along the streets. Smells like poop any time of the day. It's hot, steamy. This is the community. Here they go. They were probably down here. Look at it. Look. A bunch of hair hats sitting out. This is it. This is the community. Why would anybody want to live here? Why? I don't get it. Sir, business owner, it's not worth it. You know it's not worth it. Get out of there. Get out. Take your values and keep them, your standards, your love of respect, self-defense, and move to a place like Texas. Don't bring that liberal crap with you, and you'll be just fine. Hit that like, hit that share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.